Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. That's what they needed right there. Force one here. Up to Chin, who throws it down. Minkler, good ball fake, gets to the 10. Count it and the foul. Two buzzer beaters to his credit, goes down the lane, double pump.
There it is.
Cut! Another! And it's a steal by Soden. Soden to the rim. He's got the layup, and Bedford's got the lead. McGeady drives, Strand open. Three-pointer up and in. Wow. And they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush.
Make guys shoot twos.
Step back, Castro trying to tie the game. Juanena up the sideline, Castic way, double pump. Shot up and in! Up and in! Trying to find Bono. Mike with the steal! Mike is going to run up the court! Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Manchester. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week between Dover and Trinity. It's the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Tournament. First round action in a field of 15. 7 games tonight statewide. We'll keep an eye on all of those Division I postseason contests. This one should be a good one. Trinity at the number 5 seed, a 13-5 regular season record under first-year head coach Ray Farmer. The Pioneers playing perhaps their best basketball of the season as of late, winners of 10 of their last 12. But they're going to have to do it short-handed tonight. One of their leading scorers, sophomore Kevin Doherty, is out for the remainder of this postseason tournament. Injured his knee earlier this week in practice, an unfortunate blow for the Pioneers. And meanwhile, Dover, they've been kind of Jekyll and Hyde all season long. They were the one team, of course, to slay the Dragon, the only unit to beat Pinkerton last month.
Still baffled by it, Nick, as I said earlier to you.
They're 5-5 over their last 10 games. They have won 2 of their last 3, but ended the regular season on a high note, scoring 90 points in a 57-point win over Concord to close out the regular season last week. They've got one of the state's best all-around scorers as well in Dylan Jaber, the 5'10 senior guard. So this one should be high scoring, it should be close, and it could be a thriller tonight here in the Queen City.
I agree. I'm really worried, though, about Trinity. They only have 8 players on the floor. Connor Bishop is out. As you mentioned earlier, O'Neal is out. There's one more player out that I can't see who it is from here. But you in the playoffs, you kind of need your best players. You need your best bench players. And Bishop was a really good bench player. And we've seen them play a lot. They bought into Coach Farmer's system. I think they play really good defense. They move around a lot. They create chaos. And then we've seen Dover play a team like Londonderry who does tricky things on defense. And they were somewhat baffled by it. They didn't handle that defense very well, but then, yeah, like you said, they come out and they beat Pinkerton. So I'm not too sure what to expect. I see maybe a little nerves on the side of Dover just because you're playing in a rough spot. Trinity's a rough place to play. I mean, you still have beams up, poles up, where you got to be like, hey, I'm in the front row. You got to be that guy still, right? Blocked by the beams. So I don't know, man. This could be an interesting game, but I think, like you said, exciting. I'm looking for the freshman Torres to come out tonight and see if he can't make himself even a bigger name in the playoffs.
Yeah, you mentioned him, Jordan Torres, the 6'3" freshman who has played well, especially as of late for the Pioneers. Coach Fennessy had his guys out here early, and he's calling Dover to the sideline now as we get set for the starting lineups. We'll take a break, come back with the introduction of the starters, get the national anthem going, and then tip off at the top of the hour. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471 888-866-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, there it is, the national anthem setting the stage here for round number one of this 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Tournament. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Survive and advance. That's here on the final Wednesday of the month of February. Trinity 13-5, the home team, number 5 seed. Closed out the regular season back on Friday night with a 54-32 win over Timberlane. All in all, they've won 10 of their last 12. Dover, as I mentioned earlier, 5-5 over their last 10, 9-9 during the regular season, but they have won 2 out of 3, and again are the only team to beat Pinkerton this season. Longtime head coach Matt Fennessy at the head of the visitor bench. Ray Farmer in his first year with the Pioneers already standing as his team wins the tip, and we are underway here in Manchester. The lone senior on the floor, in fact on the team for Trinity, has the basketball up top. That's the 4-year starter, Devon Ellis. Three-pointer, up and in, out of the corner. A good look for Evan Dunker, the junior co-captain, able to stroke and put his team on the board early.
Against the 3-2 zone. High post is wide open. Great pass by Torres, too, inside.
Ellis
outside the 3.
Stole the ball, lost the ball. And Dover will take over as Ellis was the last to touch.
Yeah, the 3-2 zone, that's kind of, you do that so you can get out on the shooters. You have to just get out on the corner shooters as well. But that's what the open spots are. 2 gaps up top. We've talked about it. The corners are open. You've got to take your middle player on the defense, though, and stop the high post. Otherwise, toast.
3-pointer. David Cady up front, no. Followed by Carberry, and he's got Dover on the board. That's Bryce Carberry, the 6-foot senior, part of this talented senior class for Dover. Green Wave cut the gap to 1. Here's Dunker, same spot, same result.
Man down. Got to get a hand up on him. He can shoot.
The Bedford native, 2 for 2 from deep. 6-2 Trinity, just over a minute gone by.
And he's got to keep shooting, too. If he gets it, catch and shoot. Don't worry about putting it on the floor. Just catch and shoot.
Here's a turnover. Jamar Gregory Aline with the steal and left-hand finish for the sophomore. He's in the starting lineup tonight in place of the injured Kevin Doherty.
Already that man defense is paying dividends. Trapping, creating chaos. A couple of turnovers early. And right now, offensively, they look sort of discombobulated as well. It's another one.
There's a steal. Third takeaway. Dunker, give and go and finish. And Coach Fennessy has seen enough. Timeout Dover. Less than 2 minutes in. Trinity swarming out of the gate 10-2.
Right now, too, Dunker, 8 points on 2 threes and a nice pass for a layup. It's the defense right now causing problems. Dover can't get into their offense at all. They're trying to run, looks like a high cut, sort of a flex shuffle cut up top, which a lot of teams do. I mean, I mentioned it a million times. It's a great way to get guys open, but you have to set screens, and if you're being overplayed, you have to go back door, right? Don't just throw the ball. We just saw a clip of, I believe, Goffstown playing Trinity. Overplayed, pass, turnover, Goffstown loses the game. You can't. If you get overplayed, you have to go back door, make that bounce pass. It'll make a difference, and guys won't cheat as much.
Dover, just 1 field goal, 3 turnovers.
Now they're pressing as well. This is the 1-2-2, like a 3-quarter court, full court press from Trinity as well. They get to the middle.
Here's the point guard, Javier Morales, had it poked loose from behind. Tipped away out of bounds by the defender, Ellis.
Too much dribbling, Nick. Got to move the ball. Pass and cut. Run your offense. Like you said, Trinity's confident. They've won, 10 of their last 12? I don't care if somebody's hurt or not. They're a confident bunch.
And they force another turnover.
That's 4. Already, we've played for 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes 15. That's 4 turnovers.
Heads-up play by Gregory Aline. Able to save it by spiking it off the defender's leg.
Great play.
So the Pioneers, they got the lead, and they have the basketball. 10-2, a dream start here for Coach Farmer's group.
And you have one of your small forwards, Ellis, bringing the ball up the floor. I like that.
Drive and kick. Ellis for 3. Short out of the corner. And a good defensive rebound there by Samuel Gruby. Here's Jaber down the lane. Left it short, trying to follow his own miss, and a jump ball is called. His bodies hit the floor in the paint. Torres and Jaber tied up. Possession arrow favors Dover.
That's just Jaber getting after it. Missed the shot, and you're feeling a little bit, kind of in trouble down 10-2. You got to make sure you get a basket here. Maybe get to the free throw line somehow if you can.
3 minutes in, first quarter.
2-3 zone from Trinity. Another turnover, Nick.
This pass off the mark, thrown into the backcourt and out of bounds over to Coach Fennessy, who is not happy over on the Dover sideline. He's going to go back to the bench. Julian Black, who did not start but came in following the timeout, is now switched out again for David Cady, who did get the start at center. So
bring back in some size, right?
The original 5 back on the floor for Dover.
And now Dover's playing man. Switching, a lot of switching. Let's see if they continue to switch.
Step through move, draws a foul.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Got called late. Late call. Good call. Late call.
So 2 shots on the way for Dunker.
Yeah, that's what Dover needs to do. They need to find ways to get to the basket. kind of just the offense is stagnant up top. Had a couple, Jobber made one drive to the basket and missed and got his own rebound, but a little bit more than that.
Foul on Gruby is first. It's the first team foul either way. Free throw off target, one more for Dunker.
And if you're Trinity right now, too, you want to bury Dover if you can. That sounds harsh, fans of Dover, but you do. You want to bury them early.
Well, Dunker's done his part. 9 points already.
That's the most I've seen him score this early this year, so good for him.
It's a 9-point lead of 11-2 as we near the midway point first quarter. The zone trap has been ferocious here for Trinity. Jaber trying to free himself up. Elbow J is going to fall.
He'll find his way to get some shots. That was a good look, but the defense is still really, really tight. And really, there's a lot of talking on defense as well. As Coach Farmer just, communicated to his players. They got to talk on defense.
Pass off the mark and stolen. Second turnover for Trinity as Katie comes up with the interception, and now Jaber looking to trigger the offense. Dover hoping to score on back-to-back possessions for the first time, but they won't here as Dunker swoops in for the steal, and he draws a foul along the sideline.
That's just too much dribbling, Nick. Too much dribbling. They're helping everywhere. They're trying to trap. They're sneaking up behind. So you turn your back. There's a defender right there to get a steal. Look, he turns his back. Boom. There's Dunker with a steal.
Coach Fennessy trying to find the right combination. He's going to take his point guard off the floor.
Talk to him. Don't dribble. Pass the ball.
Freshman Amari Lewis has come on to play the point. Dover in a man-to-man, trailing 11-4. Ellis down the lane, off-balance, whirling shot. Won't go. Jaber's got his second rebound, and he's fouled at midcourt. Meanwhile, there's a large contingent of Green Wave fans who have made the drive from the Seacoast.
There are quite a few, yeah. Small student section tonight, Nick, too, because everybody's gone, I think.
And it's vacation week, and you're right, a miniature version.
You're right. That's
of
right.
the Trinity home fans behind the Pioneer bench. But
we've seen him at full strength. It's impressive at full strength. Always in white, that's.
Yeah, one of the more formidable home floor advantages statewide.
Oh, this is a tough place to play, no doubt about it.
Coming up on 3 minutes remaining first quarter. Dover has trailed throughout. Trying to make it a two-possession game here. Jaber is off balance, can't get it to go. And Torres has his second rebound for Trinity.
And that's just sort of like frustration for not being able to do anything on offense. You're just kind of stagnant again. And he just figured, I have to attack and find ways to score.
Torres, he'll find a way to score from 15 feet.
Well, you can't leave him open.
The elbow J gets the freshman his first two, and the lead back to 9. Meanwhile, another trap, another loose ball.
And another turnover.
And a jump ball is called.
We're going the other way.
And as both Lewis and Gregory Aline are tied up, Trinity has the possession arrow.
That's one of the hardest things to teach defensively, too. You have to, again, get buy-in. You force your player on defense, you force him one way and then turn him. As soon as you turn him, you have your teammates there, he gets a steal or you trap. That's great defense. Last few times down, great defense.
Pioneers have looked good in this opening quarter. Hoping to go up double digits for the first time.
Gotta watch those feet shuffling, Nick. Watch
little
those feet.
two-man game into the corner. Aline's three won't go. Kept alive by Dunker and ultimately taken away by Morales, who just came back on. The sophomore finds Jaber on the wing, but the three-pointer is a line drive miss. O'Neal with the rebound. And now on the baseline, Aurelia stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, rare turnover so far early.
3 giveaways for the Pioneers.
Got to know where you are sometimes. On your home floor, you got to know where your feet are. Keep them in bounds. Here's that press again, the 1-2-2. Trying to trap toward the sideline if you can. Right there. There's a trap right there if you can get it.
Morales finds Black, who just came on. The layup is off target. Morales to the rim, double pump. Gets the second effort.
That's a good rebound and a good putback. They need points.
First 2 for the point guard. Trinity's lead is 7 again. Dunker down the lane, lost the ball. Taken away by Jaber. Jaber into the corner. He's smothered here by Aurelia. Skip pass, ends up out of bounds.
Wow. Yeah, that defense is crazy. It's great. It's chaos. It's creating chaos on the Dover side. So you have to find a way to get control of what you're doing, take your time, and get back into your offense and just don't turn the ball over.
Gregory Aline will check out after a brief rest. Devon Ellis is back on. He's got the basketball here, trying to go one-on-one against Jaber. A little fadeaway, right-hander won't go. Rebound, Morales hits the deck. Somehow avoided the travel call, gets the outlet off to Lewis, and now it's back to Morales. Crossover dribble, down the lane, double pump, and score.
Hey, you know what? And he got away with a double dribble, too. If you didn't see that, we could see that in our camera. But, hey, you know what? You got to get points where you can.
Terrific end-to-end effort there.
It was, no doubt.
He's got 4 to lead Dover here in this first quarter. Final minute, 5-point game.
All of a sudden, too, right? 5-point game.
Ellis, jump stop. Offensive foul.
No. Wow.
The senior can't believe it. He's wide-eyed after the call from official Gary Wong.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I don't think he was there just in time. He jumped in there late. Watch how he moves over to the right. I don't like that call at all. Turnover.
So Ellis picks up his first 2 team fouls each way. And now Dover, after trailing by 9, they have a chance to make it a 1-possession game here. Against the press, Jaber nearly picked off. Yes, it was. Dunker's got his 3rd steal. Looks for Torres in the post, goes right up and right in.
Torres is going to be something special going forward. Hopefully Trinity keeps him for another 3 years because he is going to be something special.
He has played very well over the course of this win streak for the Pioneers. Meanwhile, an explosive move by Lewis, blocked by Torres, and a jump ball is called under the basket.
Great block by Torres. Hand on the ball, no foul at all. Good call by Wong. Look at that, great block.
Possession arrow will stay here. The freshman got his left hand on the basketball there, kept it clean. Entry pass stolen by Ellis, but it ends up with Black, who's got the layup.
Almost another turnover, almost.
All in all, it's a 5-point game. We're down to 10 seconds. O'Neal driving kick, Aurelia ready to fire, up and in from the corner.
Really off the bench for a 3.
Final seconds, Black from mid-court is off target, and that will do it. It's a fast start for Trinity here at home. A do-or-die spot for both teams. After 1, the Pioneers with an 18-10 lead over Dover. You are watching tournament coverage here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the second quarter here in Manchester. Trinity with an 18-10 lead over Dover.
There it is, feet, shuffle the feet. He's done it a couple times, Nick.
Travel is called against the sophomore Derek Aurelia. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. First round coverage of the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Tournament. The number 5 seeded Trinity and the number 12 Dover.
Ellis has to shoot that last shot as well. He's being too generous. He needs to take that shot close to the basket, go up strong.
Catch and fire 3 for Katie won't go. Torres meets up with Carberry in the corner, and they're saying it's last touch by the Green Wave.
Tough shot, got to make those. Right now, Dover, 18-10 is better than being down 10-2, but kind of the same, right? You're still down 8.
Torres wide open.
They get a hand up on him. Third basket.
6 points for the freshman. who shot well here in this first half.
Yeah, he's sort of grown into a sophomore already. I think this year, we talked about basketball being such a long season. He is now, I think, to me, a sophomore.
Well, the old saying is there's no such thing as a freshman come tournament time.
That's right. And you're pretty much now, you've had your full season behind you, just not the playoffs, and that's okay.
Trinity's got their largest lead on the board, and they have yet to trail. They have just forced another turnover. O'Neal for Dunker, one-handed layup. And with that, Coach Fennessy is going to call another timeout. This Pioneer defense has forced 10 turnovers in this first half, and they have their largest lead of 22-10. Our broadcast is brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally by the New Hampshire Tomahawks Showcase and Development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you here in Manchester. Both these teams hoping to advance to Saturday's quarterfinal round.
Yeah, it'd be big. Trinity might get another home game depending upon who they have to play, and that'd be good for them. And Dover, this would be a big upset if they can win this game here. They just have to not turn the ball over. Little nerves. Maybe we'll give them a little nerves early in the first quarter, but the defense of Trinity right now has just been outstanding.
The winner of this matchup faces the winner of Exeter and Merrimack. That game set to tip off any minute. Meanwhile, three-pointer short from the wing, kept alive by Carberry. Finds Morales, who goes high off the window for two more.
Fortuitous. Carberry doing a good job on the glass. Another offensive rebound for him. Got a couple.
Meanwhile, Morales with a team-high 6 points, trying to keep Dover afloat. 2 minutes in, second quarter. Meanwhile, contact here, no whistle, and a turnover as the ball ends up off the right foot of a perplexed Devon Ellis.
That was good defense, though. He got in front. Look how hard he works to get in front. Ellis sort of knocked him down. No call. Could have made a call, I think. Either way, could have called. I think he maybe call a foul on that, too. There's a little more contact than we thought. Ellis had a right to kind of look befuddled.
Meanwhile, Dover's defense has forced 7 turnovers. So both units getting after it defensively. Case in point right here. Ellis, count it, and the foul. A steal, a layup, and another bucket for Trinity, despite the fact that their lone senior was knocked down in the process.
Yeah, and he got smooshed. You worry about that. But that pad is very close to the court. You do not have a lot of room to protect yourself. Take another look here as he goes up. He gets hit. Luckily.
We know he's tough as nails.
Definitely
a 4-year starter, multi-sport athlete, and has been really a standout throughout his entire career. He's off to a good start here tonight as well.
I don't know if
they
have
his first 3 points of the night, but he's already got a couple of steals.
Do they have an athlete of the year here at Trinity every year? I don't know if they have that anymore, but he'd be the athlete of the year. Multiple sports, playoffs, doing well, winning football titles, right?
Yeah, he does it all, especially on the hardwood. Meanwhile, we have a foul here coming against Dover. It's a push.
Hard foul.
And it's on Nathaniel McGregor, the 5'9" senior guard who just came on.
Dover coming in with a little more, Trinity coming in a little more size. Big side. What was it? Courtside, I believe? Courtside. Now, he played a little bit against Pinkerton. That's the first time I remember seeing him. Had to guard the big fella.
Ellis can't get. McGregor with a rebound. Dover gets the stop they want, but they give it right back. Aurelia, nobody in front, lays it in.
Just too many turnovers. Too many.
Aurelia, 5 points off the bench. The lead is 15 for the first time. Dover needs a bucket, and they'll get it. Three-pointer for Cal Dearborn. One of the few juniors, only 2, on the roster. Just checked in. It makes an impact right away.
Oh, they need somebody like that desperately to make some shots, right? open shots, open look. That was a good open look as well.
Ellis for three.
Right back.
Got it over Jaber and lets out a yell on the other end. Doubles his point total from 3 to 6. The lead back to 15. Jaber slices it back to 12 with a three of his own.
And he's been quiet. You know, their leading scorer. He only has 5 points, couple rebounds. He's got to get active. They need him.
Ellis drive and kick. Guard side ready. That one around the rim and out, and then a foul is called on the rebound attempt.
Give that to Torres, I believe. Yep.
And Torres over the back. Freshman hit the team's first team foul here in this third quarter. It comes at the midway point. That's the first personal on Torres.
Maybe coach is okay with it, but this is where I go with your big men coming off the bench, and he's shooting threes as well. You have 3-point shooters on this team, designated guys that shoot threes. I don't think everyone should shoot threes. Guard side, rebound, play good defense, get some 15-footers, 10-footers, rebounds.
McGregor misfires. Aurelia the rebound. And now Trinity up by 12 here, poised to increase the lead. Dover's been in a man-to-man most of the way. We've seen a little bit of zone press from both sides.
Yeah, early Dover was playing zone, and they couldn't stop anybody. Now the man is probably a better decision, especially if they're switching, which they have done some up top. Haven't seen it in the screen down yet or screen it.
Meanwhile, a loose ball foul is called against Dunker. He lost the dribble with the left hand, hit the floor, and got a piece of one of the Dover players.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
So things even up, 2 team fouls apiece here as the junior is going to head to the bench after picking up his first foul.
Again, this is a little bit, ball moves better when you pass it. A little too much dribbling here and there. If you're going to dribble the ball, dribble to get out of trouble or to go to the basket. I'm sure you had coaches tell you that, Nick, when you played, right? That's why you dribble. Get out of trouble, go to the basket. Unless you're the point guard and you run the show, everybody else, that's the rule of thumb.
Dearborn for 3, won't go. Torres on the glass for Trinity. His third rebound. Inside of 3 minutes. O'Neal down low, and there's the finish by Gregory Aline.
Nice pass by O'Neal.
Second field goal for the sophomore. Making the spot start tonight after coming off the bench most of the season. Dover down 14. Three-pointer, Jaber in and out. Offensive rebound. It's John Arkelian surrounded by white jerseys. Throws it into the corner. Was it tipped?
Yeah, I think it might have been tipped.
The officials are going to get together and change the call. That's longtime referee Pat McCarthy having a quick word with Gary Wong, and Dover will get a second try.
Eric Hellions had, I think, a couple rebounds, offensive rebounds.
I mistakenly called him by his teammate's name, Julian Black, in that first quarter. That's actually John Erichellian, one of 7 seniors for Dover, who's played well. Here he comes, left hand, and there's the finish.
That's a good left hand, right? Good left hand. Hey, you know what? They're right next to each other on the roster, Nick. That's anybody. I've made the mistake by giving Black a couple rebounds that he didn't get.
Meanwhile, O'Neal, wraparound shot won't go. Morales lost it. Ellis in the lane with a teardrop, no. Aline, yes. Third time the charm there for Trinity. Aline has played well. 6 points in this first half. The lead back to 14 for the Pioneers. Morales into the lane, drops it down for Jaber, blocked from behind by Aline. Loose ball collected by O'Neal, and here comes Trinity. Up the floor it goes. Ellis cut off at the mid-block, picks up the dribble, and the Pioneers will reset.
Great
as
block.
We're down to 100 seconds remaining in this first half.
Great
O'Neal,
block.
great crossover. Three-pointer won't go on the step back. Torres keeps it alive. In traffic, scores again in the paint.
Torres is a beast.
8 points, 4 rebounds.
A beast.
In this first half for the freshman, the lead 16, the largest so far for the home team. Erichellian.
There he is again.
For 3.
Now we know his name. Now we recognize. All of a sudden, boom.
How about 7 points off the bench?
Yeah, he's played well off the bench. He should have been there for help, though.
O'Neal wide open. Able to take his man off the dribble and finish with the left hand. That's his first field goal.
Your teammates have got to be there to help and not chase defensively, right? When the ball's away, you got to have somebody in the middle helping out. You can't leave. Erichellian left.
Jaber able to shake off the defender and score 2 more in the lane. He's got 7. 45 seconds. O'Neal, guard side, left-handed 3, around the rim and out. Rebound Morales. Point guard is chipped in with 4 boards. He's going to slow down at midcourt. Jaybird denied, stolen by Ellis. Ellis, a 2-on-1, across the lane to O'Neal for the lefty finish.
Good pass. Good assist by Ellis after the steal.
O'Neal back-to-back buckets. Trinity, 15-point lead. Final 15 seconds. See if Coach Fennessy calls for the final shot. Instead, it's Jaber for 3. Comes off the ball screen and drills it from deep. He's in double figures. Last shot should belong to Trinity. Down to 5 seconds.
Gotta go.
Ellis, guard side, out of the corner. Three-pointer up and in at the buzzer. A fitting conclusion for the home team. They never trailed in that first half, and they're going to take a 15-point lead with them into the locker room at halftime. 43-28 Trinity. Swarming defensively, scoring in transition.
Man.
And all in all, looking pretty good through 16 minutes.
All of this lead, everything they've done is all based upon their defense. They've created, 14 turnovers and only given up 8. Offensively, they've shot the ball pretty well. Torres has been really good. Did they miss Doherty? Probably. But today they've shot so well, and defensively that helped. The help defense when you turn like the offensive player and you come from behind to get a steal has been so effective. Right now, Dover has to go in the locker room and go, what do we do? What are we supposed to do with that? They're not really running much offense. They're kind of just going one-on-one right now because they're grasping at what to do. So let's see if they make some adjustments at halftime and if Trinity decides to do anything different. What they've done so far has been absolutely perfect.
Coming up in just a moment, we'll look back at that first half, stats, highlights, analysis. And some of the scores from around the tournament should start to trickle in as well. So we'll keep an eye on the out-of-town scoreboard. All that next. Halftime here in Manchester. Trinity a commanding 43-28 lead over Dover. You're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week Tournament Edition presented by Fields Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
43-28. Our score at halftime here in Manchester. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. First round coverage of the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Tournament. Number 5, Trinity. Winners of 10 of their last 12, and they looked like it in that first half. Defense causing problems for Dover, forcing 14 Green Wave turnovers, and played with the lead throughout the first 2 quarters.
The 14 turnovers is really hard to come back from. They turned the ball over. They haven't had any flow on offense. Very stagnant. Like I said, I don't want to be repetitive, but you got to find ways to get to the basket, maybe get some free throws, and start your offense a little closer to home. They're starting out high, and everything's happening up top. Then they lose the ball trying to make these passes up high, overplayed, get a steal. Trinity goes down, gets a layup or an easy basket. You can't turn the ball over that easily, right? 14 turnovers in a half is way too much, and they had 9 in the first quarter. That's why they got down so far. You can't have that many.
Trailed by as many as 16-15 is the halftime deficit. Some of the numbers from that first half. Trinity's Evan Dunker, 9 of his 11. His game high 11 came in that first quarter, a pair of threes out of the corner.
Yeah, he was good, really good in the first quarter.
Pioneers, as you highlighted at the top of the show, only 8 players in uniform tonight, but 7 of them scored in that first half.
Yeah, and anytime you get that much production, too, from your team, even guys off the bench. The guard side, I make a comment about him not shooting too many threes. What's he do? He hits a 3 at the buzzer. So, you know what? That's a jinx in favor of the player. So I like to see that, too. Good for him.
Meanwhile, Dylan Jaber shouldering the weight for the visitors. 10 points for Dover in that first half. Had help from John Erikellian. Scored 7 off the bench. What do we look for here in the second half?
Well, it's pretty obvious. Dover has to come out and not turn the ball over. Trinity has to keep pressure on and don't let up. And if Dover has to continue to play from behind, that uphill climb is going to be way too difficult to come back from. Trinity just can't let up, right? You can't play again not to lose. You got to just keep playing how you've been playing, get steals, attack on offense, be aggressive throughout the game, and don't wait for things to come to you. Keep attacking. We've seen what happens when they don't attack and play to win.
Other first-round scores tonight.
Here we go.
I knew you liked this.
Yes, I do. I love that.
Alvern on the road with a 37-31 lead over Keene through 3 quarters. Nashua North on their home floor, as we see a turnover here early. North with a 11-4 lead early over Goffstown. Portsmouth and South are at halftime. The Clippers, the number 8 seed in that 8-9 matchup, a 29-27 lead over the Purple Panthers.
That could be interesting. Portsmouth hasn't played that well as of late, and Nashua South is on a roll for a while.
Merrimack looking for the upset on the road as the 13 seed. They trail early 12-8 late in the first quarter. Pioneers come the other way.
We just mentioned don't turnovers, right? Cut down. They have 3 within 30 seconds. They have 3 turnovers.
17 on the game. They trail by 15 on the scoreboard. Trinity shorthanded without one of their leading scorers on the year. Sophomore Kevin Doherty's in street clothes. Unfortunately, the youngster suffered a knee injury in practice and is expected to miss the remainder of the tournament. Meanwhile, here's Ellis in the lane. He's fouled, and the 4-year starter is going to head to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Great cut, good bounce pass, patience on offense, good patience.
Good bounce pass from Dunker. One co-captain to the other. Right-hand free throw for Ellis. He had 6 points in that first half. Pioneers matched their largest lead of 16.
Yeah, he needs to continue to be aggressive, rebound, keep attacking the glass, get free throws. That press right now, zone press again, come up a little further. That's an actual full court press.
Jaber in traffic.
Ooh, tough shot.
Off balance right-hand finish off the window.
Very tough shot.
A dozen for Jaber. Hoping to avoid saying goodbye tonight. It could be his final game. One of 7 seniors on the Dover roster hoping to extend their careers with a road win. Three-pointer Ellis off target. A good box out here by Gruby. Gruby his 3rd rebound, but he watches the ball roll between his legs. Out of bounds in the backcourt, turned back over to the Pioneers.
Well, I kind of wonder, too, is something wrong maybe with Morales Perez? He's not in the game right now. And I'm looking down on the bench, and I see him now. He didn't start that half, though.
Was in and out of the lineup in that first half. Played well, had 6 points. Meanwhile, we have a turnover here. Charged to Trinity as O'Neal lost the ball barely on the line there.
Yeah, and Morales did turn the ball over a few times, but he's probably still their best ball handler. I wouldn't leave him out very long unless he just, I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
Cady for three.
We needed that.
That's David Cady, 6'3" forward. He was held scoreless in the first half. Meanwhile, O'Neal wasting little time going to the rim and drawing a foul here in the lane with 2 minutes gone by in this third quarter.
Going to take the ball out on that. Wasn't quite there for the shot. Got him early.
Second team foul against Dover. As they tag Gruby with his third foul. He's the only player on either team in foul trouble. O'Neal is off balance. Carberry, a good two-hand rebound for Dover.
Got to finish those. Got to finish strong at the basket.
Jaber goes around Ellis, plows into a crowd, and is called for the offensive foul. It's Dunker who draws the charge.
Yeah, great charge. He was there. Another turnover. That's 5.
It's also the third on Dunker. So Dunker with 3 for Trinity. Gruby with 3 for Dover.
Well, he didn't get a foul for that one. Offensive foul.
That's his first.
First foul, right?
I thought it was his third. They changed it on the board. I apologize. Ellis.
No, I think you had bad info up there. They had the wrong player up there.
Ellis filed off the window. It's Cady on the rebound, and now Dover down a dozen. Able to cut into the lead even further. They're trailing by as many as 17. Meanwhile, a reach-in foul is called.
Won't bail him out.
And
right?
Gregory Aline got a piece of the body there as he reached in with the right hand.
They've been so good without reaching and just making sure they're playing good position defense and getting it off the dribble when the ball is in the air, kind of knock it away. They've done a really good job with that.
That's the second on the sophomore Gregory Aline.
So wait, does that mean that Jobber should have 3 fouls, right?
I think that's where the confusion came in.
I think Jobber might have 3.
He's going to stay on the floor and launch a 3. Won't go. Carberry the rebound. Arakelian finds an open Cady, who's got the stroke.
Back to back for Cady.
Well, a second chance bucket for Dover. Meanwhile, Gregory Aline is fouled in the act, and the sophomore will shoot 2. It's a 9-point game, the closest Dover has been
A couple
since
threes,
early
right?
in the second quarter.
Fortuitous threes. Like that was a, kick out was great. They almost lost it, but an offensive rebound again, and they kick it out. So you got to make sure if you're Trinity, again, don't let up. Keep playing aggressive, box out, do what you've been doing well, and keep it up. Gregory
Aline got the spot start in the place of the injured Doherty. The sophomore has risen to the occasion. 6 points in that first half. Goes 1 for 2 here. Dunker offensive rebound and a foul against Dover.
Good work by Dunker. Got to box out, right? Box out on the shot. That's 5 fouls right there. We're shooting free throws already, Nick, with 4:40 to go.
Not even halfway through this third period.
That's a quick 5
and already
fouls.
Dover is over the mark.
Oh, that's not good. You don't want that. Free throws early. Every foul now, free throws. Ooh.
5 fouls against Dover, just 1 against Trinity. So Evan Dunker had 9 of his 11 in the first quarter. A free throw here will give him game-high honors with 12. This one around the rim, trying to follow his own miss, but can't get there. Cady digs it out for Dover.
Now I'm looking for Cady. Hit Cady open on the arc. Let him hit some more shots, right? Get him open.
Here he is. He's going to hoist one way wide and out of bounds.
That wasn't the one right there. That was not the one.
Never got square.
No. That kind of was a heat check, too. I think he was feeling it and figured, got to square his feet up, get ready, take a good shot.
So we head to the midway point, third quarter. Pioneers have never trailed tonight, led by as many as 17. Up 11 here. Wild fadeaway for Ellis, won't go. The senior wanted a foul.
Yeah, he got bumped.
Jaber with his 4th rebound. And look out, Ellis from behind with the steal. Full speed to the rim, and there's the right-hand layup.
Good steal. That's the kind of steal we're talking about right there.
And you could see Ellis let out a scream after that layup, trying to pump up his teammates. 9 points for the 4-year starter. Ball on the ground, collected by Carberry, finds Jaber, left hand, no, but a late whistle and a foul.
Ellis is beside himself. I didn't think that was a foul. That's going to get him his, second, maybe third foul? I don't know. Looks like he wants to, or he's leaning toward coming out, maybe he thinks, but I didn't see much there. Let's take another look.
That is his second foul. He's going to have a quick word on the sideline with the coaching staff.
Little body foul, only a second. Little body, not a lot.
Well, he's playing with some emotion here. He's a senior, the only senior on the Trinity roster.
Again, any game could be your last, right?
The only holdover from that state championship team of 2 years ago, and is the unquestioned leader on this squad.
Back to 11, so Dover's hanging in there this quarter, right? They're just they've cut a little dent in the lead, hanging in there.
Torres, good move. The freshman, second Pioneer to double figures with 10.
I like him. He's smart. He picks his spots, knows when to attack.
Morales turned it over. O'Neal with the steal and layup. And with that, we see a timeout from Coach Fennessy. The turnover bug starting to bite Dover again. And the Pioneers have made them pay as the Green Wave at one point trimmed the lead down to 9. It's right back to our halftime deficit of 15. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance. Get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally, by the New Hampshire Tomahawks Showcase and Development for College Lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, along with Justin Gorham, the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Tournament. First round coverage here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire is presented by Beals Insurance. Trinity, the number 5 seed, winners of 10 of their last 12 coming in, jumped out to an early lead in this one and really have never looked back. They've kept Dover at arm's length throughout. As we get set to resume here with just over 3 minutes to go in this third quarter.
And I'm of the belief this is a continuance of the confidence they have in winning the last 10 of the last 12 games, right? Just don't let up now.
Katie for 3.
Oh,
he has found the touch. It's his third from downtown. They've all come in this third quarter.
Yeah, when he gets a good open look and his feet are set, he's got a nice looking shot. He needs to be able to make some more, though. Now they got to get stops. Can't just keep trading baskets at this point. You have to get stops.
Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. Ellis going to go at Katie here and draw a foul.
That's a good play. Went right at him. Katie had his hand straight up. If he would have just stayed on the floor, he would have been okay. He left the floor, and then all of a sudden it becomes a foul. Stay on the floor, man. Hands up, stay on the floor.
That's his second. And again, the Pioneers in the bonus, but that was a shooting foul. Ellis left it short, 1 for 3 at the line. Trying to become the third Pioneer tonight to hit the 10-point mark. And the right-hand free throw is good. The lead 13, 2.5 to go, third quarter.
They pulled the press off a little bit.
Eric Hellion looking for Katie. Dearborn had it poked loose from behind. O'Neal for Dunker. Strong finish.
Tough shot.
Able to score with the right hand from the left side.
I like it. I thought he was going to switch it to his left. Went up strong, almost got a foul.
14 points for Dunker. He's the game's high scorer. And a travel is called in the low post against Eric Hellion. Pioneer defense has forced 21 turnovers.
That is, we still have 2 minutes left in the third quarter, Nick. This is getting to be a little bit out of hand.
We've seen this Trinity defense make this kind of an impact before. As we recall our trip to Merrimack last month, they forced 27 turnovers against the Tomahawks in a road victory. Meanwhile, O'Neill left it short. A rebound for Julian Black.
There he is.
That's the real Julian Black, the 5'9" junior, who just checked in for the first time. Here he is on the offensive glass. Almost got that one to go on the tip. Does draw a foul. And the junior barely had time to warm up. He's going to head to the free throw line here with 1:41 remaining.
That foul on the controlled tip.
Foul against O'Neill is first. Trinity's third team foul.
That last shot by O'Neill was tough. I don't know. That was difficult shot to begin with. You got to make sure you get yourself under control. Maybe jump stop, make a pass if it doesn't look like you're going to make the shot.
Meanwhile, Derek Aurelia, sophomore point guard, will return. He played well off the bench in the first half with 5 points. O'Neill will get a rest. One more for Black. 1 for 2 trip for the Dover junior. And Trinity's lead is down to 14. 95 seconds to go, third quarter. Aurelia is double teamed. Trying to escape. And first-year head coach Ray Farmer is going to help out his point guard by calling a timeout here.
That's a good timeout call by Coach. He saw he was in trouble. See, now Dover's trying to do some different things, right? You bring in some guys off the bench if you're Trinity, and now you have to try and trap and get steals and do whatever you can to come back. Probably got fouled, too. Touch and go, but, wow, you could have called a jump ball. They call a lot of quick jump balls now. All you have to do is touch it. You don't have to really hang on too long. If you touch it with 2 hands, boom, jump ball usually gets called. That was a very fortuitous timeout by Coach Farmer.
As you can see, we're up here on the stage in Manchester.
Yeah, we are.
Pretty good crowd, despite the fact that there was no school in session today or this week here. It's vacation week.
Thank goodness for that.
In Manchester, but
Jay Gorham needs a week off.
A few diehards are here, especially on the Dover side. Made the trip.
They travel big.
From the seacoast, and about a quarter of the gym decked out in green and white.
Yeah, we got green on the left. We got a little bit of green on the right corner over there. That's a lot of green here today in black.
And, of course, this gym, one of 2 Division I gyms that features the stage on the baseline. Out of the timeout, Aurelia across the lane for a lean. Can't get the roll. Tip to Jaber, his 5th rebound. Dover the other way. And now a chance to cut into the 14-point lead as we approach 1 minute remaining. Dearborn for 3 out of the corner. Can't get it. Black, another offensive rebound. Second try for Dearborn is up and in.
Now Dearborn hit 1 in the first half. You can't leave him open. He's a good shooter.
Doubles his point total from 3 to 6. Ellis, Gregory Aline, up and under and 1. Took it on the shoulder.
Yes, he did.
Able to score it off the window with the right hand. A good pass there from Ellis. And the old-fashioned 3-point play opportunity now for the sophomore.
Let's get it back to 14. That was a nice pass and a good cut. Good finish, too. A lot of times you get hit on that arm, knocks your rhythm off, miss that shot. Good tough move by one of 2 Gregory Alanes out there.
Yep. He's played well.
I've only seen 1 so far. Maybe at the end here, if they get ahead, we'll see another one. Multiple Gregory Alanes.
That's Talon Gregory Aline, the freshman who is on the bench. Meanwhile, ball ends up out of play, but will stay at this end.
Yeah, defensively, I'm telling you, whoever Trinity has to play next, I'd be concerned about their defense. Very concerned about the trapping, the number of turnovers they're causing. That's been really an impressive outcome.
The winner of this game will face the winner of Exeter and Merrimack. Great pointer for the freshman. Lewis won't go out of the corner. And a whistle here on the rebound attempt to foul away from the basketball
Jobber
against Dover.
I think that might be Jobber's, maybe his 3rd?
Well, again,
2nd.
We're in the bonus here, so Trinity is going to walk to this end of the floor and shoot free throws. It's the 2nd foul against Jaber.
For sure that was his 3rd foul. You know, it's funny, too. We talked about Dover having to be more aggressive as well, going to the basket. They've only shot 4 free throws. for the game, unless I mathematically screwed that up yet again.
No, you're right. That's a telling stat. Aurelia, 6 points now off the bench, his first of this third quarter.
It's 13-4 free throw shooting.
Meanwhile, Black is going to come out after providing some good minutes for Dover.
Good aggressive minutes, rebounded well, played good defense.
Katie returns. One more for Aurelia, up and in. Pioneers stretch the advantage to 16. Final 20 seconds. Lewis trying to shake off Aurelia. Finds Jaber. Picked up by Aurelia on the switch. Attacks on the baseline. Fadeaway won't go. Dunker the rebound.
Try to force it. Don't force it.
Aline looking for the whistle. Won't get the layup. Katie the rebound. And Dover is out of time as the third quarter comes to an end. Pioneers led by 15 at the break. They'll take a 16-point lead into the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Or does Dover come back on the road for a shocker? We find out next. Fourth quarter on the other side. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week Tournament Edition, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
16-point game with 8 minutes to go in regulation. Start of the fourth quarter here in Manchester. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Ellis wasting no time going down the lane for two more.
That was a quick attack to the basket with a good shot. They're not going to let up. They're going to keep playing.
Trinity has their largest lead of the night on the board. They have never trailed. Katie for three. Too much on that. Kept alive, though. Good play by McGregor.
It was. Good play.
And then another steal for Ellis. Been a machine on defense. Got the layup. That's been a turnover-plagued game on the road here for the 12th seeded Green Wave as Dover. Well over 20 turnovers in this one, and the Pioneers have made them pay on most of them. Meanwhile, a travel is called just south of the free throw line as the senior Nathaniel McGregor dragged the pivot foot.
I got a solid 25 going right now, turnovers for Dover. That's just defense and some sloppiness with the ball on Dover's part. Kind of, just haven't been very good. Too much dribbling, allowing yourself to get trapped. But Trinity's defense, again, has been spectacular.
The Pioneers have done it shorthanded without starter and leading scorer Kevin Doherty. Aurelia making people miss.
I think everybody feels like they can attack right now. There's no help. Dover with no help at all.
Aurelia with 9 points off the bench. And this one's starting to get away from Dover. 67-45. Jaber, floater, off target. Offensive rebound, Black, who's back in the game. Three-pointer, no. Tipped out. Lewis has it. And he finds Black for two. A good hustle there.
Absolutely. And they need all the hustle they can get at this point.
Down 20. Trying to trap. Pioneers make the extra pass. Guard side is open. The three is short. Rebound off the bounce taken by Jaber. That's his team high sixth rebound. Nearly 2 minutes in, fourth quarter. Dover, the number 12 seed after a 9-9 regular season.
Yeah, illegal screen.
And away from the ball, an offensive foul is called.
Got Dunker on an illegal screen as Dunker's playing defensively, doing a nice job, got hit.
Foul goes against Lewis.
Yeah, I think the freshman.
It's his first, and the first team foul either way.
And yet another turnover.
Pick and pop, three-pointer, won't go. Lewis a skying long rebound.
It's a good guard side screen for that pick and pop. Nice shot.
Meanwhile, Black may have gotten away with a travel. Coach Farmer wanted one.
Did. Yeah, he definitely got away with the travel. Maybe the officials are starting to feel bad for the number of turnovers.
Jaber double teamed out of the post. Black dribbles to the elbow, finds Lewis on the curl. Three-pointer, though, is off target, and Gartside with the rebound for Trinity. Dunker, fade away, two, up and in.
Good confidence by Dunker. I like to see him bringing back some of that confidence from the first quarter. He's been a little quiet.
Well, he's still the game's high man with 16 points. 11 of those came before halftime. Here's a ball poked out of bounds by the defense. It'll stay with Dover. Torres back on for Trinity, replacing Dylan Gartside, who's got a big smile on his face as he heads to the home sideline.
Dover's going to start using some more of their bench players, maybe that haven't played very much. Kind of feeling like this is getting out of hand, Nick. 22-point lead, right? I can't see the clock. Yep.
Meanwhile,
he just walked on the floor, Nick.
It's Ryan Sullivan.
He just walked in.
The senior getting his first minutes. Easy layup off the inbound.
He just walked right in from the bench, and boom.
Still a big lead for Trinity. Poke to Aurelia, left it short on the putback. And then it's Lewis the other way looking to run. And again, this one ends up out of bounds. Poked away by the Pioneers. They've had active hands tonight.
Everywhere.
They've jumped the passing lanes. They've anticipated well. They've communicated well.
Very impressive.
They've checked a lot of boxes, so to speak, defensively.
Yeah, just the communication. The fact that they've overplayed defensively, and Dover just really hasn't taken advantage of the backdoor cuts.
Katie slips in the corner, and it's called for a travel.
They really do create. I think we called it chaos. The defense, I think it's called chaos, if I'm not mistaken. And in the old days, UNLV used to run something called the Amoeba.
Right.
Similar to this, and we ran one when I was in high school called Chaos as well, but it was based on Amoeba. It was the same thing. And it was kind of like this, almost like a run and jump. You everywhere you do, you try and trap all over the place, get steals from behind, and that's what they've done. They've run it so well tonight. And I'm very impressed from a coaching standpoint how well they've run defensively, how well they've done it.
Especially with a short rotation, only 8 players in uniform tonight.
Yeah, I thought maybe they'd bring up some JV guys, right? So you have 10 or 12 on the bench.
I'm looking at the bench now, and I see only 3 reserves.
Yeah, that's it. There's only 8. We got 3 players hurt that we see on the bench. That still only gives them 11 if they suit up.
And that has not affected Trinity tonight, as they have never trailed. Katie in the backcourt. Another giveaway that's over and back.
Maybe, they said Doherty's done with his knee for the year. If he tore his ACL, that's one thing. He's on crutches, though. He doesn't look bandaged up. Maybe it's something he can come back from. We don't know. And as far as who else is out?
Connor Bishop.
Yeah, Connor Bishop's out. He's a really good starter sometimes, bench player. Going forward, they might get him back.
Meanwhile, O'Neal off the dribble. Can't make it happen. Katie, a strong defensive rebound for Dover. 3.5 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. This one has been all Trinity all night. Backdoor Jaber, teardrop, short. Dunker the other way. Good pass up the floor, and Ellis with an easy 2.
And that was one of the better backdoor cuts they've had. They haven't done it very often, but when overplayed, you always go backdoor. And that was actually a good cut by Jobber. It just didn't go in. Now they bring back who? Dearborn, who's also a pretty good shooter. So you have Katie and Dearborn to get you some threes, you hope.
Here's a 2 from Katie. Won't go. Ball ends up tipped out of play and back over to Trinity. Coach Farmer going to make another sub here as Jamar Gregory-Aline returns. Dunker gets a well-deserved break.
Yeah, he's played well. Good game for him today.
Got a game-high 16 points to go with 4 rebounds. Plus several steals defensively. Torres off the wraparound feed from Aurelia. The freshman leaves it short.
He doesn't miss many of those. I think that's maybe a little cold coming in. Legs a little cold.
He shot it pretty well tonight, especially in that first half. Inside of 3 minutes, fourth quarter. Coming up after the game, we're going to hope to snag first-year Trinity head coach Ray Farmer for an interview. Tournament scoreboard as well. First-round action in Division I. Stats, highlights, all the good stuff coming your way after the game. Meanwhile, Jaber is fouled on the pull-up.
2 points. Maybe that was a three, but
I thought he was inside the arc.
You were right. Yeah.
He's going to shoot two. And what a season for Dylan Jaber. We saw him against Londonderry spearhead what was almost a comeback for the Green Wave. They trailed by 19 against Londonderry in the fourth quarter. They cut it to 2, and Jaber was a big reason why. He had 6 3-pointers in that game. He spearheaded the effort against Pinkerton. Dover, the only team to beat Pinkerton this season, and he's gone out guns blazing tonight as well. He's 4 for 4 at the line after that 2 for 2 trip. He's got 16 points to go with 7 rebounds. Aurelia for 3. Oh, how about this kid off the bench?
Yeah, he's quicker. Much quicker than I thought when you see him close up like this from here.
He's got
Very
7
quick.
of his 12 points in the second half. O'Neal with the steal off the tip. Eye on the rim. Wraparound layup, though, won't go.
Got that arm out. Maybe that's why they didn't call the foul. Because he got hit, but he stuck his arm pretty far out.
Dearborn thought about a 2. Instead, it's Katie for 3. Short. Ellis the board. This one hoisted up. Back iron miss. Lewis the other way.
We have not seen much of Morales Perez this half. I wonder if he's ailing a little bit or.
Played well, I thought.
I did too.
Turnovers aside in that first half, at 6 points and 4 rebounds. We haven't seen much of him since. Meanwhile, we got a sub here. If it's Trinity, it looks like it's going to pull some of their key players off the floor. Ellis is going to sit. Aurelia follows him to the bench. We get our first look at Talon Gregory Aline, freshman.
Dover, too, will sub again. Looks like they've got a. Well, I wonder maybe it was the turnovers that's why they kept him out. But he did play well. I thought he was still one of their better ball handlers. That's Morales Perez in the first half. Maybe coach just thought one too many.
3-pointer. Carberry left it short. Torres gets to it on the bounce. Final minute 15. A 74-51 lead on the board for Trinity. That is their largest lead.
It looks like they're going to be content maybe just to hold the ball, pass the ball around up top.
Down to 1 minute. Pioneers never trailed tonight. 3-pointer, O'Neal, no. Carberry, a contested rebound for Dover. It's his 5th tonight. 45 seconds. Back door, Carberry inside out. Katie is ready for 3 more.
See, when they have cut back door, a couple good things have happened. They just haven't done it enough. And sometimes when they do cut, they've thrown the ball away or lost it on the dribble. But it does, you can see, right? That's the mode for defeating an overplaying defense like that, is by going back door and making sure that you throw a really good pass. If you don't throw a good pass, obviously you're not going to get the ball. But when they do it, look what happens. They get a nice cut and a kick out for a 3.
Yeah.
They just haven't got enough.
Problem is it's easier said than done against a defense that is flown around like Trinity has tonight.
You also have to be prepared for it and practice it. Maybe they didn't expect this kind of defense. Maybe when they played them before. What was it? Do you remember when they played each other?
How about this?
Before?
They did not meet during the regular season.
They did not meet. That's rare, right?
That's very rare.
Was that maybe a snow day or something like that?
Nope. There's 2 teams in Division I you don't play.
Okay, that's right.
And these 2
Okay.
happened to not meet this season.
So they don't know much about each other at all. I get maybe some film, or you went and watched Dover play a couple games, and Trinity vice versa. But
the youngster Gregory Aline is going to fire one up in the lane, leave it short. Jaber
in there.
The other way. Final 5 seconds here on what has been Trinity's night. That's going to do it. 74-54 is our final score here in Manchester. A decisive wire-to-wire win for the Pioneers. They will advance to Saturday's quarterfinal to take on the winner of Exeter and Merrimack. We'll have a score update there in just a moment. Plus, Coach Farmer expected to join us here courtside in just a moment. Back for the post game next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, 74-54 is the final, as Trinity, the number 5 seed in this 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I tournament, advances to Saturday afternoon's quarterfinal round, where they will face the winner of Exeter and Merrimack. This was a wire-to-wire win, fueled on defense as they forced 30 Dover turnovers tonight. Pioneers never trailed.
That's a lot, Nick.
Jumped out to a 10-2 lead after just 2 minutes and never quite looked back. Ray Farmer, first-year head coach for Trinity, joins us now.
He has got to be thrilled today after that victory. Definitely thrilled.
Your guys threw a haymaker tonight. Were you surprised on just how well, especially on defense, your team looked tonight?
Yeah, especially I'm actually super proud of my guys because I challenged them. You know all season, too. We come out so slow. We're averaging, I think 10 points at most in the first quarter. So I challenged my guys tonight. I was like, let's come out tonight. Let's be different. That's the whole focus these past 2 days is just be different, Be different than what you are. If we have holes, let's fill them tonight. Let's start tonight's a new season. So I was happy how they came out.
Not only out of the gate, but they were able to sustain that energy through 32 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
which I had imagined sits very well with you as well.
Oh, 100%. I tell my guys, it starts in practice. We play hard, we push them. We run a lot in practice, and we condition ourselves for this. The way we play it's tough. You have to be in shape. So, I'm proud of my guys, man. 32 minutes of straight energy, which is what we needed. We're going to keep needing to get some upsets now.
Especially shorthanded.
Yes, sir.
As well,
sir. Yes,
with
sir.
Kevin Doherty out.
Yeah, missing Kevin.
Connor Bishop out. I believe you only had 8 guys in uniform tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But nonetheless, the players that played responded and played well.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, we dedicated. I told him, we're going to dedicate this one to Kev. He got hurt, at the worst timing. He's been playing great for us, too. So I just think that, we needed to dedicate it to him. He can't come out here and play, so let's play as hard as we possibly can for him, and compensate for that. And I think the guys did that. And he's been a leader on the bench, too, for us. So we can't be grateful enough to have him, for sure.
Well, Coach, turning guys, you're getting steals from behind. You're doing things to get kids to buy in. If you can do that going forward, that's going to be difficult to play against. Yes. So you must be happy with that tonight.
Happy. Yeah, I think the concepts are hard. I ask a lot of every guy, and we switch up so much. So it's so much to really, absorb and attain, and then apply as well. So I think tonight really it all came together. And, I couldn't ask for better timing. We consecutively been getting better game to game. And I think, now the finished product, we're getting there. Still not where we need to be. Nowhere near where we need to be, but we're getting where we need to be.
Yeah, you're very close. We saw that in Merrimack first, and I was impressed, and it has only gotten better.
Thank you.
Good job.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Give us a word or two about Devon Ellis. 4-year starter here, really the last holdover from that championship squad 2 years ago. Does so much in so many areas for you guys. What kind of a leader is he, and what has he meant in his senior year to your club?
Heart. Yeah, heart. I think that this season doesn't go the way I want it to, and the way it has without him, because the buy-in was with him was first. So I think that was really what made the success in the regular season. Getting him, he was on board. He was getting guys, in practice, telling guys to be quiet, to lock in, to really listen, and then to go out on the court and lead by example is what we talk about. I challenge my guys. It's bigger than basketball, right? So if you want to be a true leader, you lead by example first, and then you can hold other people accountable. So, and he's done that. He's almost been the epitome of that. So yeah. I can't stress that enough, that he really truly leads by example before he calls anyone out, or even himself first. So and that's why the season's gone the way it has, to be honest with you, sir.
Coach, you've got either Exeter or Merrimack coming up on Saturday. Obviously, you'd like to play Merrimack because you'd have a home game there versus go on the road and take on Exeter. Any lessons you learned from that regular season overtime defeat against the Blue Hawks that you may or may not apply to Saturday's contest, if it is Exeter?
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't tell you them all, but I definitely I learned that court size matters for us. So we're going to acclimate much better. You'll see this time around we'll acclimate much better in gameplay, much better for that. So and we've been practicing for that too. That more of our really honing in on our half court chaos instead of more full court chaos. So I don't want to give too much away, but that'll be the essence of it.
Don't play not to lose at the end. Exactly. Keep playing to win.
And that's what we learned too.
Coach, if it's all right with you, I got one request.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Would it be all right if we spoke to Mr. Ellis?
Please.
Really quickly.
Yes, sir. I'll pull him over right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
And good luck, Coach.
Good luck.
Thank you. That's Ray Farmer. Always good stuff there.
Absolutely.
Sounds like he's been doing it for years.
Yes.
Hard to believe it's only his first.
Such a young fella. Like to hear that good
season.
stuff. No, he's very positive.
Well, this guy's been doing it for 4 years.
Absolutely. He's been great. Great
Devon
for 4
Ellis
years.
joining us here live. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Coach said he wanted to see you guys come out of the gate swinging, so to speak, and you clearly accomplished that tonight. Was that something you guys talked about as players before the game, the importance of getting out to a quick start tonight?
Yeah, for sure. A couple of the kids were on the team when we won the championship, and that was always our main goal. We got to come out firing, come out hot. Everyone's going to make mistakes, but we got to move on to the next play and just keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
Was that the best defensive effort we've seen this season?
I'd say that was the best effort as a team we've made on the defensive end this year, yeah.
Yeah, because 30 turnovers is hard to duplicate.
I was just going to throw that out there. You created 30 turnovers tonight.
Yeah, wow.
And that's big. So Coach said he made a comment that without you buying in defensively to what you guys were doing, that he didn't think he'd get buy-in from everybody else. So he credited you with buying in. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I've always been a basically defensive guy, and I just got to try and get everyone else on the train and really get the defense moving. That's where we thrive, defense, and it will turn into offense, and everyone knows defense wins championships. So
now you can tell you're a leader on the floor out there, and defensively you guys talk, communicate, so good luck going forward. You played well tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Any plans for next year yet, or still too early?
Still narrowing it down, but haven't fully narrowed it down, but I think I'm going to go to college for football.
Football.
Yes, sir.
Love it. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks for coming
football.
out.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it. That's Devon Ellis, a staple, really, at this name, a borderline household name for those in the know.
Did a good job with that. I like when we get the young people in there, and he sounds like he knows exactly what his team needs. He knows how they need to play. He said defense is where their bread and butter. That's where they get everything from. And he's right. If they continue to play that way defensively, they're going to be hard to beat. Merrimack, they've already proven they can beat Merrimack. I mean, the second time around, it's always hard to beat somebody twice. And Exeter, they had. So Exeter, I guess you think that's a little bit bigger floor, maybe a bigger court for them. But that defense can even work better on a big court if they're in shape, and they are. They appear to be in very good shape physically. I mean, fit in shape, cardiovascularly.
Devon Ellis, 16 points tonight, 4 or 5 steals
At least.
on defense unofficially. Had help from Evan Dunker, who had 16 points to go with 4 boards. Jordan Torres, the freshman for Trinity, finishes in double figures with 10. And the bench was strong as well, to Coach Farmer's point, despite a short rotation. On the other side, in defeat, Dover's Dylan Jaber calls it a career. The senior guard goes out guns blazing, 16 points, 8 rebounds, one of 7 seniors to have their career come to a halt tonight.
That's a lot
on
of
the
guys
road.
all done, right? A lot of guys are losing.
But nonetheless, a successful campaign under head coach Matt Fennessy. All right, we've got some scores to get to, Justin.
Here
I know
we go. My favorite part.
that you are not the only one patiently waiting for those.
Pins and needles, baby. Pins and needles. Bring it.
We're going to start with Exeter Merrimack. Why not?
Okay, that's the important one, right?
That's the game that Trinity is certainly keeping an eye on. Midway through the third quarter, Exeter holding on to a 35-28 lead.
Oh, that's close.
Over Merrimack.
Close.
Still
In
plenty
Exeter,
of time
right? So that's close
to go there. Bedford, the defending champs, the number 2 seed in this year's tournament. 2 minutes into the second quarter, a double-digit lead on Central, 30-18. That game is in Bedford. Start of the fourth on the Seacoast. South on the road, leading Portsmouth 49-44. Excuse me, that game, I believe, is in South. Either way, it's the 8-9 matchup.
Yeah, probably. No, I think you're right. That might
and
be in
either
South.
way, South has a 5-point lead, again, at the start of the fourth quarter there. We have a winner out west. Alvern on the road as a 10 seed. They defeat Keene by a final score of 51-42 and await the winner of Bedford and Central. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. North keeping Goffstown at arm's length, 51-38. Again, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
That got a little bit more out of hand, I think, as we've gone on. I could see Goffstown, fighting and coming back because they played well recently too. But Exeter and Trinity would be a wonderful rematch to see. I'd like to see that. I'm sure Exeter would Trinity would like that too.
All right, final thoughts on what we saw here tonight. A 74-54 Trinity win.
Just an overwhelmingly astonishing defensive effort by Trinity. You create 30 turnovers. You beat a team who has played pretty well down the end, who has beaten Pinkerton.
Yep.
And so hopefully if you go, maybe if we play Pinkerton, we go back and watch and how did Dover beat Pinkerton? What did they do differently in case we have to play them? But that defensively, they've gotten better and better and better. And I as a coach, would not want to play them going forward just because of the defense, because you're going to have to practice against that defense. You're going to have to work on going back door, setting good screens, and moving your offense closer to the basket and not so far away. They didn't get anything around the basket. I mean, we at one point we said they had 4 free throws, and they finished with only 6. So you got to attack and get more free throws. If shots aren't going, you turn the ball over. What do? You attack the basket, and you get to the free throw line and try and get some easy baskets. Right? Dover has a lot to look forward to next year, but they're losing a lot of seniors, so some young guys. But Trinity is a force to be reckoned with, especially on the defensive end going forward.
All right. A few folks to thank here, including Mike Connell and his staff here, his lieutenant, Mike Martinez, always making it easy for us, and we appreciate that as usual. And, of course, a 1-2 punch behind the lens tonight, John Barron, as usual, doing the dirty work before the game. And our man, Josh.
Josh Lebrec.
Back on the baseline tonight, Josh Lebrec doing a great job. All right, Saturday, we're back on the air. Quarterfinal coverage right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Just not quite sure where we're going to be just yet or how many broadcasts we may be bringing your way
give them the
on
hint.
Saturday.
Give them the hint about the possibility right now. Go ahead. Tell them. What's the possibility right now?
A possibility.
Here it is.
Of 2 games coming your way Saturday. It depends on how the schedule shakes out. So
if you don't want
to
travel, be ready to watch.
And make sure,
game.
of course, you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Hit the button.
To be kept in the loop.
So easy to hit the button.
All right. 4, our director, the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios, and executive producer Steve Beals, my partner, Justin Gorham. My name is Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, Trinity 74, Dover 54. This has been a presentation of the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Tournament, right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance.